Hello, YouTube pop community. How's everybody doing out there? Joseph Davis coming at you today. Um, Thought I'd hit you up a little bit, let you know where I've been, what I've been doing. I am smoking my some Peter Stockby Navy Flake, smoking in my little no name pipe. Can you see it? It's a little no name pipe. Now, man, let me get this coffee and the light on this thing. Waggles, the best coffee under the W. If you ever come to Tennessee and you're in my neck of woods, gotta have a cup of Waggles coffee. Um, let's see. Main reason why I'm hitting you up today, let you know where I've been. I've been working a lot. Same story. Working a lot. Been just want to say a little bit about my mentors as far as pipe making is concerned, and show you a little bit of what I've been working on. Got a lot of stuff going crazy right now. I was telling a good friend of mine, Tom, on Facebook that it's trying to take off without any wings, and I'm having to slow down a little bit. Let's see. Where to get started at? Right. Back before Christmas, a couple months before Christmas, I found that I couldn't fix my lathe. So therefore I ended up having to buy another one, buy a little cheap version. At the same time, I had one of my best friends gift me a piece of sycamore. Um, he wanted me to make him a pipe, and I don't know if any of y'all know the story or not, but I'll sort of try to sum it up as fast as I can. I'd made him the pipe. Uh, it was New Year's Eve, 2013. He was supposed to come over and break the pipe in, let me know how it smoked. Uh, he didn't want to come out that night. He was getting up the next day to go hunting. Uh, he went hunting the next day with a lifelong friend that we grew up with, and as God would have it, he ended up getting accidentally killed by our other good friend. That is crossing a pole late in the evening, that's crossing a fence area, and is both hunting with crossbows. Uh, my friend's crossbow went off, striking my buddy that I'd made the pipe for. Like I said, we've all went to school together. We grew up together. The way that was projectiled and the distance that was between them, it was just it was an act of God. There's no way you'd have a better chance of hitting the lottery 3 or 4 times. But anyway, that had set me back a little bit on the pipe making. It sort of deterred me a little bit. Me and God had a long talk. Uh, my buddy Nene actually came and saw me in my dreams. He answered a lot of my prayers, answered a lot of my questions. Me and God had talked. So to this day, I still haven't smoked out of the pipe I made him. Um, this right here, you seen it in one of my other videos. This is all handmade. This is all sycamore. This is a sycamore shank. The drought hoe is a mortise just because I didn't have no bits. Um, it was actually calabashed. See how I end up calabashing it? I don't know if y'all can see that good or not. Calabashing, instead of putting the ring on this, after I done the stem, I put the ring on that. And it still hadn't been smoked out of, just because it was Nene's pipe. But after I had made that one right before Christmas, uh, things started rolling a little bit. That had happened to one of my dearest friends. I'd played around. I'm not going to show you a lot of them because they look like a 3-year-old. did it, but I've worked in wood, making furniture in and off and on my whole life. I know the aspects of wood. The whole carnauba polishing thing was new to me because we was always using polyurethane and stain instead of dado joints and biscuit joints and stuff of that nature. You actually had to do some major shaping and get some stuff right. Uh, like my good friend Tim Pollock said, you can take wood off, but you can't put it back on. Um, I even had my hand out a little bit of corncob pipe making. That's one of my first corn cobs. Let's see. This was one that I made by hand. It's called Little Scar Face Slammer. This was actually made out of dogwood. I'd made that one. When I got my lathe up and running, excuse me, I got a scratch on my foot. When I got my lathe up and running, I had made several of these little mock-up pokers just to have a, got my name on the back of it, Davbro. I don't know if you can see there or not. Just to have a taste of what was next to come. So, yeah, I'm not going to show you the junk. So I ended up, after I got my lathe and I actually started buying some briar, I had, my, I ended up making, shit, yeah, and my old lady makes these bags, by the way. This right here, this was my first briar pipe. In just a minute. Got something popping up here. Okay. This was my first briar pipe. Put just a little bit of bend in it. Stem. Um, I bought cheaper briar, so it actually had some plateau. I don't know if you can see that or not. See the plateau corner? It's got a few bird's eyes on it. Got my stamp on the bottom of it, Dabro. That was my first briar pipe. This one is already sold. It's bought and paid for. I'm having to hang on to it for the woman until it's her and her husband's anniversary. So that's my first pipe. The second briar pipe, which I just made it a couple of weeks ago, and I've actually got to. I have to wait till more briar comes in because I run out, and this other stuff I made out of hickory, uh, dogwood. Um, what was it? The other one? I think redwood. So that was that one. This one here, this one here, was made a couple of weeks ago. I'm calling it the Angry Robin, just because it's. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. This computer, I should have used the high definition camera or something. Sort of gives a tie dye effect because I used red. Chris Morgan told me how hard it would be to use the red, and I see where he's getting at now. I had them all laughing because I told everybody it looked like a hog testicle. But that was my second pipe, and it's for sale if anybody wants it. I mean, I'm not in the game to try to sell a bunch of pipes or anything of that nature. That that brings me to the second part on this video is my mentors. People's always like, oh, what's your top favorite 5 pipe makers? Right now, I've got 2 favorite pipe makers, and I don't care to tell anybody who they are, and they are Philip and Varl and Scott Harris, which is Sparky Pipes. The reason being is I befriended Philip Varl back before Christmas. He didn't even know I was a subscriber to him, and he befriended me. He had answered questions. When my buddy died, his thoughtful words helped me get along through it. Uh, I have tons of respect for that man. I felt like I've known him forever, and he befriended me, and we talk, and he puts no judgment on anybody. I mean, he's he's a great guy, love him to death. And Scott, the reason why he's one of my favorites is, man, I just asked him about certain things. I befriended him on Facebook also. I asked him about a certain material. Hell, he sent me a whole rap sheet of, it was a whole page long of where to get supplies at, what to buy, stuff of that nature. He also helped me when they started the Pipe Carvers Guild. When he started it, I explained to him that I'd only made 1 or 2 pipes, but I've worked wood my whole life. Um, he he took that into consideration and actually let me into the guild. And for that I've got tons of respect, and I'm indebted to him because learning from him is like, from him and Philip, it's almost like my taste. I'm not big the on the power equipment just because I'm accident prone. Um, but they are the ones that got me firmly planted in the ground, show me the do's, the don'ts, the ways, the cans. Um, and they're sort of more old school than the newer pipers are as far as a lot of filing and a lot of rasping because I had to take my time on it. That brings me to the next part to where this is not a competition for me to try to make as many pipes as I can for somebody. I'm still a hobbyist. There's that fine line of being a hobbyist and having to take commission work. Yeah, later on down the road, when I've made 50 to 100 pipes, yeah, that might go that far. But right now, I'm just enjoying making them. I've actually got a couple of vendors that wants to carry my pipes that's here in East Tennessee, and I don't care for them to carry them, but I'm not going to kill myself to try to make them for them. So I've got a lot of things just to roll. Um, but guys, I hate to cut it short. I was just dropping a line, let you know where I've been. I'm still watching videos. I've been watching everybody's videos, done a little bit of commenting. Uh, Other than that, that's what I've been doing. I'll You can hit me up on Facebook or whatever you just want, and I'll probably end up chatting at you later. I've got, like I said, I got Byard coming in. We'll be trying to turn out some more pipes. Other than that, I hope everybody has an awesome Easter weekend. Um, remember this season. Don't just about like Christmas. Just remember what this Easter season's about. Um, Hope everybody has a good weekend. God bless. Smoke on.